Hey guys, welcome to Knacks. That is what I'm going to call this knitting piece of my channel. Right now it's not going to necessarily be a weekly thing, it's just going to kind of be whenever I have something to show you. And I have something to show you, as it just so happens. What a coincidence. So the last knitting thing you saw of mine was really the gloves that I was kind of altering a little bit from the original pattern, and I did finish them. The lady actually purchased them from my Etsy shop today, the woman who ordered them. So this is what they turned out to look like. And if you remember what the original pattern was, this was more of a horseshoe cable. So what I had to do was kind of go into the pattern and figure out a little bit of math. It wasn't that bad. And do a different pattern up the middle so that they were separated. And then instead of being mittens, she wanted fingerless mitts. So I actually had to do some of the fingers. That actually wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. It was actually fairly simple. The only thing is, once I actually finished the second glove, I found a mistake and I went to go unravel it, and the entire top section of it started to unravel and detach, and that was depressing. So I had to weave a piece of yarn through a row and rip back until I got to a space that I was comfortable with and kind of do it over again. So I got a little bit frustrated, but yeah, that's what they look like on. I think they did end up coming out really cute. There are a couple things I could have done better on, like picking up the stitches around the thumb gusset or something. But overall, I don't think it's too shabby. So yeah, they are going away. My next update is on the stockings I was working on, and I think when last we left off, I was doing this green stocking, and I finally finished it, and yay. This was the last one that I actually knit flat. I actually made most of them flat, but then I decided to try and rework the pattern so it was in the round, and I came up with this one. The toe is a little tiny. I don't know why. I think I may have missed a couple rows because I was panicking. For whatever reason, I was running out of yarn on this one. So I'm not really sure what happened there. But the rest of it came out nicely, and because it's in the round, there's no seam. Yay! I don't like seams. I'm particularly proud of this because, let me see if I can find with a decent color. When you're knitting them flat, you kind of do the heel separately and then turn the heel separately as well, and then you seam it after the fact, which is, pretty easy. But then when going in the round, I'm not very experienced knitting socks. I think I've turned maybe 3 heels in my life, and it was torture every time. So I kind of had to do some Googling and figure out exactly how this was going to work and experiment and rip back a couple times. But eventually I figured it out and I turned a heel all by myself. I'm so proud of myself. So other than the fact that this looks like a baby with a chunky leg because the foot's so tiny, I don't know. I think it came out pretty nicely. So that brings the grand stocking total to 5. I still want to make at least 4 more before Christmas so I can give them to people. My husband had the idea of only giving 1 stocking per family, and I think it's genius, and I might do that if I don't finish the rest of them. But this is what I have so far, and if I never see another knitted stocking again in my life, I will be happy. So that is all for today. I guess maybe I'll see you guys next week. I don't know. I'll have to keep you guys updated on my knitting progress. I'd say go to my blog to read more, but I haven't been posting it on my blog because my family reads it. So I hope everyone's final week leading up to Christmas isn't completely crazy, because I know mine is going to be, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So have a great week and a fun last shopping weekend before Christmas, and I hope you're all having fun out there. All right, so bye!